Hello, everyone, and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. I am VJ IE, and today we have the very sweet voice behind OPM classics such as Mr. Cupido, Paalam Na, Nakapagtataka, and Kay Tagal. And right now, she has a new song. It's called Takip Silem with an accompanying music video. It was written by a 19-year-old guy named Rain Santana via a Kumu song search. We're going to be talking about that later on. She's also the sexy chef. She's a part-time vampire because she does not age, guys. Joining us all the way from New York, please welcome Rachel Alejandro. Woohoo!
Hello, guys! So good to be here on Mix. Hello, IE. Nice to see you again.
I
You
know the
were
last
one
time we
of
saw each other. Yes.
Yes, you came to my my virtual press conference. Thanks so
Yes,
much for
exactly.
attending.
Of course, it's my pleasure, Miss Rachel. But for the purposes of this interview, is it okay if I call you Rachel?
Yes, of
Just Rachel.
course.
I will be dropping the
Anything but
ma'am, the
tita.
miss.
Wag lang
Okay.
tita. Basta
I,
sampaling kita virtually.
don't worry, you do not look like a tita at all. As I said, you are a part-time vampire, Rachel. It's it's great to have you back here on Mix. Do you remember like your last time here on Mix?
You know what? I think it was couple of years ago pa. I was promoting yung Quezon's Game, the movie, 'di ba? So I remember it
Yes.
was in we were in ano pa noon, nasa ABS pa tayo noon. Na we did, I
Mhm.
think the interview was outside in the parang garden area. Yun yata yung huli.
Yes, and
But
face to face pa talaga in person yung mga
face to face,
interview.
oo, nakakamiss na rin
Yes.
yun.
By the way, congratulations on the success of Quezon's Game. It's such
Thank
a
you.
huge movie, and also you sang the theme song for that, right?
Yes, hindi namin malilimutan, which actually was belatedly released kasi nga,
Mhm.
supposedly, it was going to be part of the release on I Want, no?
Mhm.
Pero na-delay yon because of the pandemic, and then supposedly nga, we were going to do theatrical releases around Europe, and it was launched through a concert movie screening in London last year. Tapos biglang ayun na,
Ooh.
na-cancel na lahat because nga of the pandemic. And then yun, ngayon, it's streaming now on I Want, on Amazon, on Apple TV, and so many other platforms. So you guys can catch it. And of course, there in the Philippines, the best way to catch it is through I Want. Yan.
Yes, of course. I want
Mm-mm.
TFC to everyone watching right now via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Head on over there right after this. Okay, so Miss Rachel, as you said, that was around 2 years ago, pa. So can
Yes,
you
two
tell us
years
like
ago.
what happened during your break? How did you end up staying there in New York, and how did you end up coming up with this song?
Yeah. So, my husband Carlos, who, by the way, I celebrated my 10th year wedding anniversary with just a few
Yay!
days ago.
Congrats.
Thank you, thank you. So he's been here, he's been working here in New York na kasi. So nandito na siya from 3 years ago pa. So
Mhm.
since that time, talagang balik-balik ako between the Philippines and New York. Pag may mga project, of course, nandun ako talaga sa Philippines. In fact, minsan
Mm-mm.
talaga months on end, hindi kami nakikita. So it was hard. But of course, last year, mula nung nag-lockdown nga, nung March of last year, yun, ano na ako dito, na-stuck na ako dito for a very long time. And it wasn't until nung holidays na nakabalik
Mhm.
ako sa atin. And I was there for a month and a half. And it was during that time nga na naisip ko na, you know what, kaming mga singers kasi walang mga masyadong mga concerts ngayon, wala talagang mga events. I
Mm-hmm.
thought this was as good a time as any to come out nga with original music, 'di ba? So hindi man tayo pwedeng kumanta ng live for a live audience. Pwede naman tayong mag-recording. And that was why my cousin Nino Alejandro and I thought of coming out with a brand new single. And we asked a lot of people on Kumu, on his stream, and of course on social media na rin. Nagpa-submit kami sa, we put it out for pretty much anybody, any composer out there to submit a song. And a few days later, we found the song Takip Silim. Ayan.
It was such a creative way to find like a new original song
That's right.
nowadays. Yes,
Yeah.
whose idea was it, and how was it like the whole process? Especially if you compare it to how you would, receive suggestions for original songs before.
That's right. Kasi dati, usually, 'di ba, if you're let's say signed with a label, an
Mm-hmm.
example would be I was already with Warner,
Mm-hmm.
Warner Music Philippines. I guess it was in the early 2000s. Okay, when I signed with Warner's 20 years ago, right? So, during that time, may naka-assign sila usually sa'yo na producer. And usually, yung tao na yon, collaborative effort naman. If you find your own songs through your own contacts, you can submit to them and vice versa. They'll submit songs to you, tapos mamimili kayo, no? Pakikinggan nyo, mamimili kayo. But ngayon kasi iba na eh, di ba? It's so much easier now to just put out a message to the world, to pretty much anybody in the world, di ba?
Yes.
Regardless of where you are. And, anybody can really see what you put on social media. And so, ang dami talagang nag-submit ng mga beautiful songs. In fact, yung iba, sobrang daming magagandang kanta. Pero yung iba, medyo hindi na nababagay sa age. So, it was like, parang pang Mr. Cupido pa yata ito. Parang nandun pa sa
Oh,
leveling na
so
gano'n.
parang minatch nila sa songs mo before.
Oh, I guess. Syempre, you get a variety, di ba? So,
Mm-hmm,
for
mm-hmm.
feeling ko, sabi ko nga, Nins, gawin mo yan. Sabi ko kay my cousin, sabi ko, gawin mo yan for your younger artists. Pasok yan.
Mm-mm.
Ganon. Pero this one, for someone so young, like you mentioned nga kanina, 19 years old, si Rain Santana, the writer of Silim, to think na he's so young, pero yung lalim nung kanta, it's really, such a beautifully written song in terms of the lyrics. And I find that the melody is so haunting and it really speaks about not just heartbreak, but of course, where we're at nowadays, diba? So many of us are, just grasping for whatever hope there is right now. It's a very difficult time for a lot of not just Filipinos but people all over the world. And
Mhm.
I think that song really captures that. Na, looking for answers in the colors of the twilight nga, as the takip silim is twilight. So, yun. By the way, I just have to comment na ang ganda-ganda ng color ng hair mo. Ano yan? It's like,
Thank you po.
parang ginger na, what's the
I,
color that
I
you
am not
use?
sure anymore. Like, I had it colored like your hair right now. As in, super
Okay.
dark brown siya nag-start. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
parang, since it was bleached before, parang
Oh,
everyday nagla-light po siya. So, hindi ko na po alam yung
talaga?
color niya. As in, it
So
started
it
out
wasn't
as
meant to
a
be
kulay
like
nito.
that? It
It,
wasn't
it,
meant to be
it
this
wasn't.
color? Talaga?
Parang, dapat po talaga parang dark brown siya.
Oh
Like
my God.
yours.
It's so
Almost black.
shiny pa kasi. Tapos ang ganda ng tama nung ilaw. Kala ko talaga you
Thank you
meant it parang cinnamon na
I know,
hindi ko mawari.
yes, kahit
Susala
ako po,
ng
hindi ko siya
ano.
mawari. But thank
It's
you for
very
asking.
classy. Ang ganda.
Thank you
In
po.
fairness.
But going back to
Uh-uh.
your song, Rachel,
Mm-mm.
so as you said, Takip Silim, for those who don't know who are watching, it means
Mm-mm.
twilight nga,
Twilight,
it
yes.
sends a very hopeful message. So how were you able to like translate all this message, all this hope, all these feelings into the music video? As you know, dito sa Mix, we love music videos, we love playing them out. So
Thank you.
can you please describe to us the concept of the music video?
So we wanted the parang the look of the video to represent nga what the song is about literally, which is Takip Silim is that part of the day between yung sunset, no? Sunset kasi usually orange sky, 'di ba? Ganyan. And then as it gets later in the day, yung halos yung madilim na. So if you see the video, diba, it's dark. It's dark.
Yes.
And parang nag-iisa ka lang dun sa bahay. So we shot it in actually a Moroccan inspired house na wala talagang tao. So, you see it's very bare. So there's that idea na parang you're feeling very much alone, but at the same time still hopeful, which is at the end of the song, 'di ba? Nagtatanong pa rin, parang may kaya pa ba? Kaya pa bang ayusin? And the director, si Chuck Ronquillo, it was Chuck Ronquillo and Aris Magallanes that directed the video. They told me na, we want you na na i-feel talaga yung kanta. So towards the end, the very last shot, sabi nila, if we're gonna do this last take na talagang puro lang close up and just your face. And we ended up using mostly that in the video, and that was when talagang I put myself into the song and what the song is really saying. And you know what? Instead of I don't have a current heartbreak right now. Obviously, I'm in a happy situation with my husband right
Your
now.
10-year
Pero with my
husband.
10-year husband. So I'm not in that place, but I do feel the desperation, and I do feel the frustration of so many of us. And it's not just me. It's a lot of pent-up frustration on kailan ba matatapos to, 'di ba? Yung ganung feeling. So, I put myself in, I thought about my dad, I thought about other performers who are going through a very tough time right now, and just seeing na parang we have to hang on, and and you just have to hold on that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So I was just so happy for many New York performers actually, kasi nga well, of course, this is by no means a guarantee, but they're projecting a fall reopening of Broadway. Can you just imagine that? Na shuttered for a
Wow.
year and a half. People have been jobless, and of course, kami yung huling babalik eh, 'di ba? Kasi yung mga live performers ang kasi
Yes.
hindi naman kami usually of course, I do films also, pero hindi naman yan ang main thing ko. I'm a live performer, and it's live performers that were really hit hard during this time. And of course, I salute those who were able to pivot right away and go to Kumu, 'di ba? Streaming agad, 'di ba? Pero ang hirap tumika kaya.
Have you tried? Have you tried?
I've guested on other streams before, pero I can just imagine how it's not easy. I can't imagine na yung chumika ng gano'n.
It's like live busking, pero virtual, and then people would
Yes.
give you gifts, which is like when you're busking, people would
No,
like,
really, it's a beautiful thing because nakita ko talaga yung bayanihan spirit, because
oh yeah,
it's almost like yung mga nanonood din, and I've seen this with the people that I've yung mga streams ng ibang tao na nakita ko. It's also other performers supporting other performers. Usually ganon. And then
yes,
they
the
get their own
community.
friends to the community, and then they get their friends to watch, and then ang maganda pa, yung iba pa dun pa nagkakatuluyan. May mga ganon, yung mga parang nanonood sa Kumu. And I've seen a good friend of mine met his girlfriend there. Alam mo yun, parang wow, this is a whole new world, of, I guess kasi that's what performers do. We have to evolve. We have to, and in my case nga, it was this song na sabi ko, I wanted to come out because nga, I hadn't come out with a new solo single in a very long time. I think not for like 11 years. So it's very special to me kasi I didn't want to come out with something na yung basta ano na lang, 'di ba? Parang it has to be really special, and I think that we found it. And I don't think it's something na pwede mong pilitin, because even if we had put out an announcement, 'di ba? I mean, who's to say na may magsasubmit talaga ng something that you'll really like? And of course, if I didn't find anything na talagang gustong-gusto ko, I don't think I would not have recorded something just for the heck of it, 'di ba? Parang
Yes.
sayang lang naman, 'di ba?
So
But
that's
yes,
assurance, guys.
and
So
of course,
talagang
I'm so excited that
yes.
it's fine that the music video is finally on Mix, because of
Yay.
course dito naman talaga piniplay lahat ng Mix is the number one for, supporting original Filipino music and artists, of course.
Thank you so much for saying
Mm-mm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
Rachel. Now, let's talk about, let's just backtrack a little bit dun sa
Mm-hmm.
sinabi nyo kanina about being affected by the pandemic, the performers, and also the businesses. And you have your own, the Sexy Chef. So can you tell
Yes.
us, because dun sa press con nga, as you said, I attended that, and you kind of told the story about how you had to close also during the pandemic, and
Mm-mm.
how you're still struggling to like open it again. So can you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So, nung March of last year, when the ECQ was announced for the first time, ECQ Season 1, ika nga. No?
Season one.
Season 1. So, nung time na
Mm-mm.
yon talaga nagkagulo because nga walang transportation. So, it took us a while before we were able to figure out nga what to do about that. Kasi syempre, takot din yung mga employees namin. But we were able to reopen naman within a month. So, it took us about a month to regroup. And then parang binawasan namin yung mga offerings kasi before talagang we were offering a lot of different at that time tawag pa namin doon diet programs,
Mm-hmm.
diet plans. So nung time na yon, parang ang dami-dami naming ino-offer. Syempre, nung nag-lockdown, we had to medyo pare down the staff. We had to rotate them. Syempre, alam mo na, 'di ba? You had to keep it's part of the ECQ rules also to operate at a lesser capacity. So it was a huge talagang adjustment for us. Pero just like, I guess, many businesses around the Philippines who have had to pivot, who have had to evolve, talagang kinailangan talaga. And ang maganda lang talaga with us, with the Sexy Chef, is that in the first place, talagang online naman talaga kami. It's really an e-commerce business. We were already
Mm-mm.
set up with a website that you can buy all of our meals with a credit card or with GCash or in now nga Laika. You can even get the meals they're using Laika Gems. So,
Very
naka
adaptive. Ang
oo,
galing. Yeah.
andun na set up na kami for that. So, hindi na
Mm-mm.
masyadong mahirap. And of course, deliveries na rin talaga kami in the first place. Wala naman kaming restaurant. Ang mahirap lang was that since nagsara yung mga, 'di ba, may mga parang what do you call it, checkpoints. So yun. Kasi
Mm.
even if, let's say, sabi nga nila, lugaw is essential. Di ba? Pero, di ba,
Yes.
maraming confusion kasi with food delivery.
Mm-mm.
So, nung time na yun, parang, ang hirap daw, sabi ng mga riders namin, ang hirap daw pumila sa mga checkpoint. Kasi titignan pa yung
Mm-mm.
ID, ganyan. So,
Yeah.
ngayon, medyo mas smooth na dahil nga, mas alam na yung kalakaran kahit papano. So, now, we still deliver all around Metro Manila, and it's an 18-year-old business, and that's really testament na 18 years old na siya. Para na akong may anak na, nakaedad mo, ay, joke.
Wow, thank you po.
Meron akong anak.
18.
Meron na akong anak na parang pinalaki na 18-year-old. So, it's a business that I
Mm.
own with my sister, Chef Barney. Siya talaga si Sexy Chef. So, ako naman yung taga-kain eh. So, yun. Ako yung taga-taste. Pero since nandito ako sa New York, ayan, marami kaming products na natikman ko na lang nung December when I came home nga. So, talagang nilubos-lubos ko na lahat ng mga bago naming offerings.
But
Yun.
Rachel, aside from as you said, ang mix advocates
Mm-mm.
of local music, we're also advocates of local businesses na rin, especially itong
Yay.
pandemic we've been supporting
Mm-mm.
also. So, can you please tell everyone how they can order, ano yung mga what can they expect from the menu of the Sexy Chef?
So, of course, the Sexy Chef talaga ang core business niyan is weight loss, no? I mean, we started imagine, 2004. We had
Mhm.
started out with yung mga low carb, 'di ba? At that time, ang tawag pa doon was South Beach, 'di ba? Years
Mm.
later, naging keto. Years later, so we have everything from low calorie controlled to plant-based. Kasi nagkaroon din ng, of course, may demand din for vegan, may demand din for all
Yes.
plant-based food, sugar-free. So we have everything from ice cream to dessert to pizza to... We offer all of that. Frozen meals, we offer that. Family-style meals, yung mga naka-tray, we offer that. We have everything. So you can see of all of our meal plans. So when you say meal plans, that means, we deliver breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or just lunch
Mhm.
and dinner. And meron din yung mga individual. So just go to thesexychef.ph and of course follow the Sexy Chef on Instagram and Facebook, and Laika also. You can get, like I said, like I mentioned, pwede niyong gamitin ang Laika Gems to buy the meals. Yan.
Yay! Grabe, very innovative talaga. You with the Kumu song search and now the Like Gems, it's such an ever evolving world, and
It
it's great to see
is.
people thriving like you. So Rachel, what else can we expect from you? Meron ka pa bang ibang nagustuhan na kanta from the Kumu song search? Is another song coming up? What else can we expect from you the rest of 2021?
So, okay. So, ibibitin ko to ng konti.
Okay.
I have some good news that is na hindi pa pwedeng i-announce, pero I have a
Ooh.
feeling I will be back on Mix very soon because meron akong project coming up na will begin in mga June. So so that's something that I'm excited about. Hindi pa daw pwedeng i-announce, pero I think I'm going to be back in the Philippines very soon na talaga. And I'm excited about that. So ibang Rachel Alejandro na naman ang makikita nila.
Oh,
Pero
wow.
on hold pa rin kasi yung mga movies that I was supposed to be
Yes.
shooting this year, the one with Morissette, Amon. I was supposed to shoot a film with her. That's still on hold kasi nga kids are the lead
Yes.
stars of the movie. So I'm waiting to shoot that pa rin. Sana talaga gumanda na. And ang maganda nito is that two of my family members as of today just got vaccinated there in the Philippines.
Oh,
So, alam mo yung parang feeling ko na bunutan ako ng tinek na
yeah.
dalawang tinik yon na tanggal na parang at least sila medyo safer na. Alam mo yun, yung parang, so I'm
Would that
glad.
be Mr. Haji Alejandro? Because we kind of know your family tree also.
I know. Unfortunately, no,
Oh.
hindi si Father. Pero two of my family members are just got it today, and I was so happy kasi nga it's not 'di ba trickles talaga ngayon. Of course
Mm-mm.
dito sa New York we just got ours na rin. Kakaano lang namin 2 weeks ago. So ngayon party. Joke. Joke lang.
But I think
Yeah.
mas madali bumalik sa Philippines now that you're vaccinated. Medyo may konting added
May
security.
quarantine pa
Yeah.
talaga. And of course, kasi
Oh.
nga, it prevents you from getting sick, seriously sick. And that's really the point
Mhm.
of it naman talaga. Pero, syempre, ingat pa rin tayo in transmitting the virus. So, I still wear the mask. I still practice all of the safety, and as, everyone should do there also, lalo na sa Philippines ngayon na medyo tumaas talaga yung cases natin these days. Pero
Mhm.
I'm sure na kaya parang na-encourage nga ako as of today kasi sabi ko, at least 'di ba yung mga medyo vulnerable na uuna na sila in getting their shot. So, I just wanted to encourage also all of your viewers na we have to try naman, 'di ba? We have to kailangan mag-unite tayo to do this because we have to end this together because there's no way to end it.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't think it will end. It will be around like the flu eventually. Na,
Yes.
dyan lang siya sa tabi-tabi, di ba? Yun lang naman ang
Mhm.
gusto natin. So, but without each other and we don't do this together, we're not gonna get there, di ba? So, yun lang. That's what I'm really praying for. Para nga we can hug, we can go out there, we can party, we can, do concerts again, watch live shows again, and even just hug our, all of our older relatives, diba? In the cases of some na talagang have isolated themselves. It must not be easy talaga.
Thank you for that very relevant message, Rachel. But now I'd like to ask you for a different kind of message naman. Because as you know, syempre sa mix, maraming mga kabataan na nanonood. Some are really having a hard time with their love life right now because LDR. And as you mentioned
LDR.
kanina, parang you have, experience dito sa LDR. So what's your message or advice to everyone going through LDR right now? Or kahit na hindi LDR, basta they don't see their loved ones anymore because nga of the quarantine situation.
That's right. Gosh, ano ba? I mean, because of the quarantine situation, I can imagine na talagang... I have a friend, actually, a very, very good friend of mine, who hasn't seen yung boyfriend niya since July daw of last year. Kasi nga, lockdown yung yung area.
Almost a
Hindi
year.
nakaka-cross. to his side. So
Yeah.
parang it was hard. Sabi ko, paano ginagawa nyo? Siyempre, ganito rin, di ba? I mean, it's all online, it's all,
Yes.
ganon. Ang hirap talaga. But I think, at the end of the day, if you're with someone that you trust, kasi malaking bagay talaga yung trust eh. And kung wala namang trust, then maybe it's not really worth, not worth hanging on to. Kasi yun ang basis for all eh. Diba? So you ask yourself, is this for someone really that I can trust? Is this someone who is honest? And luckily in my case, that's the case. Malaking bagay. I think magkakakilala na lang talaga lahat during the pandemic because you'll really know who is who is really your true love, or someone who
Mhm.
is really devoted to you, who are your real
Mhm.
friends, 'di ba?
Yes.
It will be revealed. It will be revealed. And kung talagang hindi nakakayanin, and lalo na kung masyado ng madrama, my advice is, you know what, life is too short. If kung puro na lang selosan, puro na lang, hello, pandemic na kaya, no? Ba't
Dadagdagan
mo
pa problema.
kawawalan? Dagdag pa talaga. Wag na, di ba? Parang
Mm.
meron pa namang dyan. I mean, for especially the younger ones, may ano pa naman kayo. Obviously, value your time, value yourself, and don't waste your on someone who doesn't deserve it. It should be someone you trust, someone who will bring out the best in you. Actually, yun ang pinaka-importante. If you know he brings out the best in you or she brings out the best in you, then that's a keeper. Yeah.
There you go. Valuable advice from Miss Rachel Alejandro, who has gone through LDR herself. So, guys, take note of that. And a lot of people are watching right now. I just like to greet some. Yolanda Reyes says, "Nice to see you again, Rachel. Watching from Aruba." Mrs.
Wow.
Nilakay says, "Shout out po, Miss Rachel Alejandro, watching from Washington State."
Hello,
Um,
hello.
yes, hello
Washington
to
State.
everyone watching right now. Thank you so much. And please do stream Takip Silim. It's now out. And also the music video. Please do watch it and vote for it on Mix, guys, on our official website, mixph.com, para makapasok din sa Mix
Yay.
charts. And we'll be waiting for your June project, Miss Rachel. We don't know what it is yet, but I have a feeling medyo acting project na to because you called it project, hindi,
Yeah.
hindi song eh, hindi music thing eh. But
Yeah.
we'll be waiting for that. Anything else that you'd like to say? Where can they follow you,
Yeah, just
Rachel?
follow me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Rachel Alejandro on Facebook. Rachel J. Alejandro on Instagram. And Rachel Alejandro on Laika. And of course, follow the Sexy Chef as well. Thanks so much for having me, Ai.
Thank you as well for your time. I know it's kind of late there.
Papakulay na ako ng ganyan.
Just have it bleached and then it'll just, every day it'll get lighter and lighter.
Okay.
Thank you
All
so much, Miss
right.
Rachel Alejandro. And thank you to everyone watching right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Once again, I'm BJI, and this has been a MYXclusive interview with Rachel Alejandro. Woohoo!
Bye.